Hi Dreamers, welcome back. I have my end of February, beginning of March pan that palette update for you guys. But before I get started, I had a couple of questions over on my Instagram and my Snapchat about the necklace that you guys have seen me wearing sort of constantly. I haven't really changed it, and what the story was behind it. So the necklace I have, it's this cute little owl, and it says best on there. And the reason why I have not taken this necklace off at all is because my oldest son, Christopher, who is 11, he had found out that there was a girl at school who was making and selling jewelry. And so for Christmas, he used his own money and went and bought this necklace from her because he knows that I absolutely love owls, and gave it to me for Christmas. So it has super sentimental value for me because, you know, I mean, he's growing up. He went out and he got me his own gift and went shopping, I guess, at middle school. So that's why I haven't changed my necklace at all. It's very, very important to me, and I may never take it off ever again. All right, so on to eyeshadow. So if you haven't watched my intro video or my first update video, I actually chose 2 palettes to do for this year. So I'm going to start off with the main palette, which is my Too Faced Matte Eye Palette. And I will insert a picture of where I was last month right here. And this is where I am this month. So I hit pan on Coffee Bean, which I'm using for a brow powder as well as for eyeshadow. I also hit pan on Midnight, which is the dark gray color. I quite expanded the pan on Vintage Violet, and that one is getting quite a bit difficult to get to at this point. And then I quite expanded the pan on Fresh Linen. I've really been focusing on this bottom row right here as well as Coffee Bean for the month of February to really try to expand the pan on that, and I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm kind of ready for Fresh Linen to be gone. It's not my favorite color in the palette because I think that it's a little bit too light to be a brow highlight, but it's a really great sort of overall set my eyeshadow primer color. So I'm still actually really enjoying this. I've been using Chinchilla as a transition shade, as well as Vintage Violet as a transition shade sometimes, but I think I might start using Chinchilla to contour my nose as well, or maybe Tufted Suede. So I'm going to give those kind of a try over the next few days because I just sort of came up with that idea this morning for a way to maybe use that stuff a little bit more. I can't really use anything as a highlight in this palette because everything is matte. So for the next month, I think I'm going to continue to focus on using these this bottom row up, but I'm also going to focus a little bit more of my efforts on this middle row and trying to get some use out of those blue colors because those are the ones that I have used the absolute least. So those are my goals really for the next month, is just to focus on those bottom 2 rows and find out if possibly one of those other 2 browns will work as a contour color. Okay, the second palette that I picked is the Urban Decay Ammo palette, and I will enter a picture of where I was last month here. And this is where I am now. I haven't hit pan on anything yet, and my goal for this palette for the year is not to completely use it up. The goal is just to try to hit pan on everything in here. I have made significant dips into Polyester Bride, Grifter, and Sin. Those are the colors, these bottom 3 down here, that I've really been using a whole lot this last month. I've started using Chopper a bit more, but really these are the 3 colors that I've been putting most of my effort to and trying to get pan onto those 3 colors first. I'm kind of saving Shattered, Mildew, and Last Call for a little bit more towards the spring. So I'm going to continue in March to focus on these 3 bottom ones as well as Chopper and see if I can't finally hit pan in one of these shadows. So that is my entire update. I am really surprised that I am not bored with these palettes yet. That is immediately what I thought would happen. I would get intensely bored, but I think that picking the two palettes, one being entirely matte and the other being entirely shimmer, has given me such a wide variety of looks that I really haven't felt like I'm lacking in different looks to do. You know, the only thing that I don't have is I don't really have anything very warm, but I don't wear warm colors all that often. So I've decided, and I really kind of decided from the beginning, that if I really just am not feeling this, then it's okay for me to cheat and wear something else, you know, on another day. Because really I'm just trying to finish these off by the end of the year, and one day really isn't going to make a big difference. Neither is 2 or 3 days. So you may see, if you follow me on Instagram, you may see some looks from some of my other palettes. Please don't think that I have stopped doing this project pan. That's just kind of a little break for me to try something different, get a different look in that I might not get from either of these two palettes, but I am going to 100% continue on with this project, and I'm glad I'm not bored. I know some of you had asked me about that because I get bored with eyeshadow so easily. So that is sort of where I stand with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that little bell so you get alerts. I do an update once a month on this project. I also do have a Project 10 pan and a seasonal project pan going on, as well as a project polish. So if you're interested in project panning at all, then make sure you subscribe or hit that little alert button so you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.